Hello, guys, and welcome to Conversation and Connection with Corey. So, we are about to enter into a new year, and hopefully, you are excited about that. I know me personally, I'm kind of glad to say goodbye to 2020. It's funny because at the start of 2020, I said that, hey, I'm going to have 2020 vision. I'm entering 2020 with a purpose, a plan, and a prayer. And I did enter 2020 with all that, but we all know due to some unexpected events, things from 2020 didn't quite happen like we thought they should have. So I am really excited about going into 2021. And so today's motivational message is about, or is entitled, Who Got the Juice? And you'll understand the message, or you'll understand the title of my message, hopefully by the end of our brief conversation. So I did this experiment with my group when I had my self-care and wellness conference last year. So I'm going to try the same with you. So sitting right where you are, I want you to look at your cell phone, which I'm pretty sure more than likely you're probably watching this video on your cell phone. So look at your cell phone, and I want you to tell me what your battery percentage is, or I want you to take a mental note of your battery percentage. I'm looking at my phone and I'm currently at 74%. Now, mind you, I have really been using my phone this morning for communication purposes, and so I've probably charged my phone twice already. So the second thing I want you to do is I want you to locate your phone chargers. Where do you keep your chargers? And looking around where I'm sitting at now, I have one right beside me, and this charger is actually on its last leg. You'll see I have even went as far as taping it. Now, if I think about all the places where I keep my chargers, in my home office right now, I have probably about 2 chargers. I keep one in my bedroom, I have one in my laptop bag, and I have one in my car. So needless to say, I stay pretty connected as far as my phone goes, especially when I have a little one and she's at school or after school program. I need to be able to stay connected because I'm always worried that they're going to call me and I'm not going to be available. So I try to make sure that my phone stays pretty charged. So my next question to you is this. At what point do you get nervous when your battery gets low? Is it 30%? Is it 50%? For me personally, when my phone starts to get on the yellow, because the iPhones, and I'm not sure if the Droids do the same, but the iPhones, they give you a little indicator light. And so when I get to that caution light, I start getting a little bit nervous, and I start, kind of saying to myself mentally, okay, I need to charge my phone. But when it gets to the red, yeah, I kind of go into anxiety mode, like I really need to get to a charger. And I'm sure if you're anything like me, if you don't have a charger, you don't mind asking someone to borrow theirs. I have done that before. And so now that you know what your phone percentage is and you know at what point you grab for a charger, now I want you to ask yourself these 3 questions. If I were to ask you, what is your physical battery currently at? So physically, how do you feel? What would you rate your battery level from a physical standpoint? Now, from a mental standpoint, where's your battery level? You at 30%, you functioning at 50%. Spiritually, where is your battery level? Where are you functioning at spiritually? Now, if we're honest with ourselves and we're truly transparent, I bet most of us probably couldn't even say we were at 50% in the majority of those areas. Now, if you're a person who practices self-care, your numbers may have been a little bit higher, but I can almost bet money that the majority of you could not quite say your battery was at 50%. Now, let's think back to what you said about your phone. I start charging my phone when it gets down to the yellow. I get a little panicky. So my question to you is this. If you're so apt to charge your cell phone, because I know we need to stay connected, we're very important people, why wouldn't you be as apt to charge your body mentally, physically, and spiritually? If your battery in any of those areas are low, why don't we treat our internal batteries the same way we treat our cell phones? We're always plugged in. Our cell phones get their charge at least daily. Why would we not internalize that and charge ourselves from a holistic standpoint? Again, looking at your physical, looking at your spiritual, and looking at your emotional. Why would we not charge ourselves the same way? Why would we not give ourselves the same juice that we give to our cell phones, the same power that we are giving our cell phones? Why would we not do that internally? And I just want you to ponder that throughout the rest of my brief presentation here. I just want you to ponder, for what reason would I not charge my internal self? For what reason would I not pause and practice self-care so that I can recharge and give off energy so that I can function in a good place and I can come from a good place and I can give the same energy that I expect from my phone? Like, I don't know about you, but I expect my phone to respond fast and I expect it to function properly, right? And so why don't we have the same expectations for our bodies? And I'm not just talking about physically. Physically, definitely. But what we also fail to realize is mentally and emotionally. That plays a big part in your physical health. And a lot of us tend to look over those things. But what we don't realize is I can exercise all I want. Yeah, it makes me feel good for a while. And I like the way I look afterwards. However, if my emotional and mental state is not intact, I can work out all I want. Inside, I'm still hurting. Inside, I'm still doing negative self-talk. So we have to be able to charge ourselves from a holistic standpoint, looking at those three categories that I've mentioned, and we have to charge ourselves. Now, you might say, well, how do I do that? Well, I'll talk about the hows in my next video. But right now, what I want to just give you a little piece of is self-care does not have to be elaborate. That comes over time. Self-care may just be every day I'm going to practice 10 minutes of meditation, or I'm going to practice deep breathing for 10 minutes every day. That's self-care, and that's a start. Now, self-care looks different for different people. For me, I like to go get a massage monthly, and I like to go get a facial, and I like to go on self-care retreats, but that's me. And I don't expect you guys to like the things that I like. But what I'm hoping is you will see the importance of taking care of yourself, because what we fail to realize is you can't pour into anyone from an empty cup. It's like driving a car and you think you're going to get in a 2-hour trip and you already on E. Honey, you're not going anywhere. What's going to happen? You're going to be on the side of the road calling for help. So why would you let your body break down like that? And a lot of times we just think, oh, if we go and we keep going and if we do just one more thing, when your body doesn't work, one more thing does not matter. And I know this personally from being in a car accident. When you're pretty much bedbound, you're not going anywhere. And so when you wear yourself down so much because you're just trying to do everything and be everything to everybody, eventually your body's going to stop working. And your body's going to make you take the break that it so much needs. So here's your option. Because a lot of people say, oh, I don't have time, I don't have time. But to me, when you say you don't have time to practice self-care, ask yourself this: do you have time to get sick? Do you have the extra resources when you can't work? They don't quite balance out. So before you take time to say, I don't have time, ask yourself, Do you have time to get sick? Do you have time to go to the doctor when you're feeling really, really bad? So your option is you either make time for self-care or you make time to be sick. That's pretty basic to me. And then for the others who say, oh, my schedule is so jam-packed, you definitely need self-care, because if your schedule is so jam-packed where you don't have 5 minutes to take deep breaths, I'm a little bit worried. So the next time you think you don't have time, ask yourself this: do you have time to get sick? And I know about being busy. I'm a single mom. I'm a business owner. I'm an employee. I'm a sister. I'm a friend. The list goes on and on and on. But if I don't take care of myself, I can't be any of those things to anybody. And also, you'll see my shirt. It says it all. When you don't have time, what you have to remember is discipline overcomes personal excuses. And that's how you become dope. That's how you get the juice. That's how you recharge yourself. You are disciplined enough to do what it takes. 10 minutes, you sit in traffic for 10 minutes. You wait at Starbucks for 10 minutes. Heck, I wait at Chick-fil-A for 15 or 20. So what do you mean you don't have time? You learn how to incorporate it into the things that you do every day. Now, if you're still at a loss and you're still like, I can't prioritize, I can't get it together, I don't know where to start, that's where you have me, your health coach. Feel free to contact me and reach out to me. I'm more than happy to set up a consultation and a time to talk to get you on the right track. Because again, either you're going to make time for self-care and time for wellness, or you're going to make time to be sick. At the end of the day, the choice is yours. But I'm hoping that you're going to make the time for yourself. Okay? So it's been fun hanging out with you guys. It's been fun talking. Leave me a comment. Let me know how this helped you. Let me know how I can help you. I look forward to talking to you guys at least once a week. That's my goal. Again, if I can be of any help, please feel free to reach out. As always, I thank you for your time. And who got the juice? I hope you have the juice. Please, please, please make time to recharge yourself. Your body and your family and your friends will thank you later. Have a great day.